Hi, I'm Jenny, and this is Colin. And we're starting a buying club here at our house. We wanted to connect some of the Harvest Moon Food Group farmers that we've been working with to our friends and family so they can access good foods. So the plan was to have farmers bring in the food at our house, and our friends and family can come pick it up. We knew a lot of our friends and family wanted to buy meat or grains, but couldn't afford to buy, let's say, a whole cow, so I didn't have the freezer space for it. So this way they can buy what they want, and the farmers can still afford to drive it in, and because it'd be giving to more people. So that's our plan for starting a buying club.
So we decided that we were going to do this, and we kind of got everything ready. We got all our promotional materials together. We designed these beautiful brochures explaining all about how a buying club or buying group would work. We created this list of people that were going to be a part of our buying club, and we talked to our farmers and asking them if they would all be willing to participate. And it was this big, long process, very stressful and very involved, and we thought we had everything down to a T. And so we finally got to the point where we were ready to go, and we sent out this email to all of our friends and family. And then about 2 days later, I was sitting there reading this email that we sent out, and I said to myself, well, we may have missed one really important step here, and we had forgotten to ask the farmer who was providing kind of the bulk of Wayne McDonald. He's going to provide the beef, the lamb, and the pork for this buying club, and we forgot to ask him if he was available. And as it turns out, the schedule of a farmer doesn't always align with the loosey-goosey schedule of us urban people, and so Wayne's right in the middle of his busiest season, lambing, and so he has 600 ewes that are lambing right on the June 22nd is right in the middle of when this is happening, and so it was just this kind of really bitter irony, me who is doing my thesis all about kind of bridging the urban-rural divide, and I've been working with these farmers with my friends in Clearwater for 3.5 years, and it's just ridiculous that we missed asking whether Wayne was available on that date. So here we are, having to change our date for the first buying club. I don't think it's going to be a very big change, and it actually probably gives us more time to kind of obviously get the system in place and get things rolling. So it also will allow us to bring a couple of other farmers in, and so you'll see in kind of the email that we sent out that we've added chickens to the kind of list of people, and so we're gonna now the date's in July, and so kind of mid to late July we'll be doing our buying club.
Mm-hmm.
With any luck, this won't happen ever again.
So we have 4 farmers that are going to be producing our food for our first buying club. Wayne McDonald is going to be doing the beef, pork, and lamb, and he, from one of our friends who's a longtime organic farmer, she went out and visited his farm and thought it was really beautiful. She called it a Zen farm, so it's a pretty good option for our meat.
Yeah, and then we have Brad and Leanne Anderson. Brad's my brother, Leanne's my sister-in-law, and they're going to provide the chicken for this buying club, and they're just starting into pastured poultry and kind of seeing it as a important part of the future of their farm, and are looking for a market. So this is a really good opportunity to kind of for them to plug into Harvest Moon Society and for us to kind of lend them a hand.
Mm-hmm. And then we have eggs from Jeff, and he's a new farmer, and he's treats his chickens like his pets. He is just he's not certified organic, but he
produces organically.
He produces organically.
Cool. And then there's Dan and Fran, who are organic farmers. They're they're a mixed farm, but they're selling to the buying club and all over Winnipeg. They have this wonderful grain, and they sell oats and grain and whole grains and flours, and so they have this kind of amazing business going for them, and a really wonderful family. It's a really great place to visit, and so hopefully at some point in time you'll get a chance to come out to both Dan and Fran's farm, and as well as some of the other farms that are kind of featured in the buying club, and that'll be kind of a future project down the road, is lining up some farm tours. So.
Mm-hmm. And we like their oat grouts. They're rolled oats are flat, and they're just before they roll them, so they're rolled oat grouts. We eat them for breakfast. And then we also might for this buying club, but we can't tell you now. Might have strawberries if they're doing well. Colin's cousin Pam, Pam and John Griffin do strawberries, and just depending on if they're ripe at the right time, we'll be having those also. We'll also welcome to any suggestions because we would like to add other kinds of things to our list too. So give us suggestions and we'll see if we can get some other things.
Yeah. So enjoy the first buying club. One thing that some of the people that have been doing buying clubs and that have been doing direct marketing a lot suggest is to think it in terms of think for 1 or 2 buying clubs. So ideally it works best if you can buy enough to kind of make it worthwhile for the farmer to drive in. So if you can buy more than 1 or 2 pieces of a product and kind of try to buy bulk, because it makes it a lot easier for the farmer, and it also can make it more affordable for you, especially if you get together with some friends and family and say want to split. Say if you're getting an animal, for example, you could split an animal, a quarter of an animal. Or if you're buying flour, if you buy the biggest bag of flour and then split it up, it's much cheaper if you're buying from Dan and Fran. So those are some suggestions. Looking forward to seeing you all. And yeah, good night.
Good night.